Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's reading. The energy today is giving a little bit of fear. It's giving fear energy, F-E-A-R. And why is that happening? That is happening because we are forgetting that we are connected. We're forgetting that we are great. We are forgetting all the good things. And that is negative energy trying to make us be minimized, trying to make us not feel as important as we could or should be, because other people are there to, it feels like other people are there to just completely judge us all the time. Like, what you're doing, is it right, is it wrong? And really, the person that is judging you is yourself, because who are these other people that you're worried about? They are not really at the end of the day going to be important in a few years' time or whatever, so Spirit is saying, pull that energy back up out of that kind of swampy pit of like, I'm not good enough, I'm not important, and that fear of it's all going to go wrong, this decision that I've made, this thing that I'm trying to work towards, I'm just deluding myself, that kind of real negative self-talk that's going on. So Spirit's reminding you to take time, to organize time, to schedule in time for connecting to Spirit, because that's one thing that you've been missing, and it's really pushing you down into that swamp. It's like somebody's planting their seed. They're wanting you to be in that swamp. They're not wanting you to be important. And that says more about them than it does about you. Don't let yourself become minimized because of other people who you might respect. You might like them. You might want them to like you. But, oh well, we can satisfy some of the people some of the time, but not all of the people all the time. Okay, so take a moment to recharge yourself, refill yourself with that energy, and remind yourself what your intentions are and what your motivations are. As long as they're not coming from ego being the perspective of the personality type where you're trying to control others, because that's impossible. You allow people to have a different perspective. Don't let other people's perspective become yours unless it feels good and right for you. Okay? All right. So on that note, let's pick 3 cards. You know the deal, the left, the right, and the middle. You pick one of those, or you can take all 3, whatever tickles your fancy. Lefties. So Spirit is saying you're in a rush, and that maybe that's part of the fear, is that like you need to make something happen, you want it to happen, you can't wait anymore, you don't know why things are taking so long to happen, you're just not sure about the detail, and that's because you didn't do the detail. This is really, September energy is about preparing, being ready. We've got October coming up. You can do it. It's no rush, but just step back a moment and write down your dot points to get yourself back in that space. Because when you're doing the dot points, it might not sound very spiritual, but it definitely is, because you're putting a clear request to the bosses about what you really want to have happen in your life and the reasons for it. Righties. This card is all about being your own worst enemy, and that's really clear at the moment, that when you do that, when you fight yourself about something, it really lowers your self-confidence. Why would we do that to ourselves? Be confident. Remember, when you are having to engage, when you're having to speak in front of people, or having to speak to that one person, whatever the challenge is that has this fear surrounding it, remember to engage the bosses, because they will help you to find the right words and the right way at the right time. Work on it, work with them, create that relationship as though you've got your own secrets cheer team behind you, but you're ignoring them. Middle card. Well, middle card, Spirit is saying that you are very wise in many different ways, and so realistically you're really capable of doing many different things at the same time. So the decision that you might be making you think that I can't do it all, but Spirit says, why not? So on that note, trust yourself, and on that note, have a wonderful day.